Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we will discuss about money. So in this episode, we will mainly discuss about the functions of money. So in our textbook, we have actually in CIE textbook, money has different usages. It can act as a store of value, it can as a unit of accounts, and also a medium of exchange, and also a lot more. But today, what we will discuss is the three typical ones, which was just mentioned by me. So first, let me focus on it has a store of value, a unit of account, and a medium of exchange. So, why money acts as a store of value? It is a way to transfer purchasing power from the present to the future. So, in this case, we just assume that the inflation rate is just being normal. If I work today and earn $100, then I can hold the money, or I'm willing more to hold the money and spend it tomorrow, next week, next month, or even next year. So money is an imperfect store of value. If you're currently experiencing an inflation, then the store of value, is kind of like losing. But if it is a deflation, then your money is becoming more and more valuable. So, the amount you can buy with any given quantity of money is falling because if you, in most period of time, it is inflation. So even so, people hold money because they can trade it for goods and service at some time in the future. So it is also including a definite definition of opportunity cost. They think use these kind of money as a secure or safety for the future is worse than its loss of value. So, this is the reason why money can act as store of value. But during these hyperinflation time, for example, 1923 in Weimar, then this kind of money is no longer act as a store of value. Then they cannot be considered money anymore because what money have is they would let the money holder to expect them to keep them value because they have a strong backup, for example, the gold and so on. And secondly, it acts as a unit of account. Money provides a term in which prices are quoted and debts are recorded. So, for example, a car dealer can tell you a car costs $20,000, but not 400 shares. It's just a kind of unit, just everything you need to have unit for physics. Then the voltage, then if you ask some electromotive force or potential difference, unit is voltage and so on. So it acts as unit. Although we have different medium of exchange, which I will mention a bit later. So if we have different currencies in this stage, I would say if we have different currencies, it's fine. But in that economy system, it acts as a unit of account. So any account, no matter bank accounts, no matter current account, capital account, or all accounts, it uses the unit of the money, but not 400 grams of gold or something like that. Thirdly, which is the most important one, which is as a medium of exchange. So even if you have the money, it has stored a value, and it can be acts as a unit. If it cannot exchange, then it loses value because we need to use money to buy goods and services. So this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private is printing on US dollar. So we walk into the stores, we are confident that we can use what the money we hold to buy the items they are selling. So, which means an asset can be converted into the medium of exchange and used to pay other things. So it is just a medium. So in really ancient times, at least in China, we have some legends, and we say we probably use sheep as a kind of medium of exchange. It is just because if you do not use any medium of exchange, you can only trade on the price you two agrees on, but it do not shows the price you agree on internationally because you may say this item is more important, but that item is less important. So you may say if you're in Saudi Arabia, probably oil is not that important, but water is pretty important. But if you live in China, we can say that water is not that important because we can purchase them at a cheap price, but oil is important. So try to imagine an economy without it, a barter economy. In such a world, trade requires the double coincidence of wants. So only if I have a tissue and you have kind of like some markers, only if I want the markers and also at the same time you want my tissue, then the trade can happen. So a medium of exchange ensures that no matter if you want this or not, the trade can happen. So money makes more indirect transactions possible. For example, a professor can use her salary to buy books. Book publisher uses revenue from the sale of books to buy paper. Paper companies use it to pay something else for like their editors. And also they use some income to pay child to college and so on. It just suddenly like become a closed system. And money acts as a medium of exchange has been experienced, the total of it. And this is the reason why we have some like trade receivable turnovers, trade payable turnovers, which is mainly in accounting. And this is the end of this episode. Thank you all for listening. And in next episode, I will talk about more usage of money and more definition about what is money. And yeah, thank you.